The man spent $30 million clearing out an entire mall. After filling up every warehouse he had temporarily rented, the man finally showed a satisfied smile. Then, under his friend's shocked gaze, he raised his arm and gave a command to his watch. The very next second, the warehouse piled high in front of them was completely stored inside the man's watch. But the man still felt it wasn't enough. So he spent another $50 million to purchase one of the most secure private villas in the world and had the villa's main gate rebuilt into armored equipment even stronger than a bank vault. The reason he did all this was because he was a reborn survivor from the apocalypse. In his previous life, it was supposed to be the hottest summer, yet a super cold wave suddenly arrived. The entire city was covered in ice and snow overnight. Everyone who remained outdoors was instantly frozen into ice sculptures. To protect his family, the man risked his life every single day searching for firewood to keep them warm and food they could eat. But what he never expected was that Jack, the parents' adopted son, while he was away, secretly ate all the family's stored food. When the man saw this, he immediately tried to stop him, only to be beaten down by Jack. After the parents woke up, Jack falsely accused the man of attacking him. After hearing this, the biased parents immediately believed Jack's words. His two sisters even shoved the man straight out the door, leaving him to freeze to death in the cold wave. He thought this was already the worst possible ending. But what shocked him even more was that his biological parents, in order to get food, actually used the man's corpse to trade with cannibals for supplies. They watched with their own eyes as he was stabbed through the heart, yet showed no reaction at all. Watching them still fighting over food, the man, now only a soul, finally lost all hope in them. At that moment, he silently swore that if he could live again, he would make everyone who hurt him pay the price. Perhaps God heard his wish. When the man opened his eyes again, he found that he was back in the villa. Feeling the warm temperature around him, the man finally realized he had been reborn 3 days before the cold wave arrived. Looking at the same people as in his previous life, who accused him of destroying an $80 million antique painting, the man felt a surge of anger inside. But he didn't argue with them, and after seeing his parents' cold expressions, he admitted that he had damaged the painting. Looking at his father's furious face, the man couldn't help but let out a light laugh. Yet he didn't resist his father's authority, instead kneeling down and bowing to his parents 3 times. Then he stood up straight and solemnly declared that he was cutting ties with them. Before anyone could respond, Jack pretended to be hurt and told everyone that everything was his fault, claiming that if he hadn't taken the man's place, the man wouldn't have destroyed anything out of anger. As soon as he finished speaking, the man, unable to tolerate Jack's fake expression any longer, grabbed Jack on the spot and taught him a harsh lesson. Then, ignoring everyone's hypocritical faces, the man snatched Jack's coat and walked out of the villa. But right after leaving, the man realized he didn't have a single dollar. Looking at his watch, which showed 3 days until the cold wave, the man immediately came up with a way to make money. He quickly called his friend, asking him to bring the property deeds and vehicle purchase documents to the bank. Seeing his friend's confused expression, the man stated directly that he planned to use them as collateral for a bank loan. After hearing this, his friend froze in shock, unable to believe the man would, for money, put everything he owned on the line. But the next second, the man told him that the apocalypse was coming. Seeing his friend refuse to believe it, the man immediately relied on his memories and recalled what would happen in 5 seconds. He then told his friend that a plane would crash very soon and no one on board would survive. After hearing this, seeing the man's confident expression, his friend thought he was joking. But just as he was about to leave with him, the very next second, his phone buzzed with a notification. It was news of the plane crash. Finally convinced, his friend immediately took him into the bank. Using memories from his previous life, the man used evidence of the bank president's corruption to secure a $100 million loan. But as soon as they left the bank, they ran into the man's eldest sister. After hearing about the loan, she rushed over to question him, claiming she usually gave him plenty of money and asking why he still needed a loan. What she didn't know was the man had never received any transfers at all, because all that money had been taken by their biased parents and transferred to Jack. Unwilling to accept the truth, the sister believed the man was lying. She immediately said he was too reckless, nothing like the obedient Jack. After hearing this, the man let out a soft laugh, but had no intention of arguing further. After giving his sister one final warning that the apocalypse was coming, the man left with his friend. That night, to investigate the truth about the transfers, the sister went straight to the man's room. She discovered he didn't even have proper clothes, and even the only shoes she had given him were hand-me-downs Jack didn't want. Only then did she truly realize she was wrong and decided to bring him back. Unbeknownst to her, the man had already used the original $100 million to secure enough food for himself and a safe house as secure as a bank vault. 3 days passed in the blink of an eye. Just as everyone thought the man had been joking, the cold wave arrived silently.